Okay, let's talk about Tom Cruise. Here's a wild fact for you. He was born in 1962, but then you see him clinging to the side of a cargo plane, sprinting down a skyscraper, all without a stunt double. The math just doesn't add up, right? So how in the world is he still doing this? That's what we're going to unpack.
So, let's get right to it. How is a guy in his 60s pulling off stunts that would challenge an elite athlete half his age? We're talking insane reflexes, incredible endurance, and just raw power. Is this just some Hollywood trickery, or is there a real system behind it all?
Well, here's the thing. It's not magic, not even close. It's a system, a really disciplined system built on three key things: the fuel he puts into his body, the function he trains his body for, and a kind of consistency that is just relentless. Let's break that down.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the foundation of this whole thing, his diet. And look, this isn't just about eating clean. This is strategic. It's about fueling a very specific, very high-stakes mission. And get this, it all comes down to the number 5. His entire diet is basically built around just 5 core staples. That's it. But these aren't just any 5 foods. Each one is a tool, right? Chosen specifically to give him steady, clean energy, to keep inflammation down, and to help him recover lightning fast from jumping off buildings. Okay, so let's look at what these are, because the details are fascinating. That protein, it's slow-grilled at a low temp for a reason, to keep the amino acids intact for muscle repair. The berries, especially blueberries, his crew apparently calls them his onset candy. They're there to fight off all the stress his body goes through. The dark leafy greens, they help get more oxygen to his muscles for endurance. And the nuts are all about healthy fats for that razor-sharp focus you need when a stunt has to be perfect. But you know, for any elite performer, what you don't eat is just as important as what you do. So that brings us to his blacklist, the stuff he absolutely will not touch. These are what he considers performance killers. And this slide just lays it all out, plain and simple. On one side, you've got the fuel. On the other, the killers. Refined sugar? No, it messes with your nerves, clouds your reflexes, and you can't have that when you're timing a motorcycle jump. Those high GI breads and pastas, they're out because they lead to energy crashes and brain fog. And all that fried, processed junk, it just weighs you down. The goal here is a clean running engine, basically. Consistent all-day energy, no spikes, no crashes. All right, so we've got the fuel sorted. Now let's move on to the second pillar, his workout philosophy. And this is where things get really interesting, because it's so different from how most people train. He's not training for the mirror, he's training for the mission. And this quote says it all. He is not a bodybuilder. The goal is agility, not bulk. It's not about how big your muscles look. It's about what they can do. I mean, think about it. Hanging off an airplane requires insane grip strength and reflexes, not giant biceps. So every single exercise is designed to make him better at what he does on set. And this weekly blueprint really shows that strategy in action. It's like a perfectly balanced attack plan. You've got 2 days of strength training, right? But think deadlifts, not for show, but to build a rock-solid core so he can hold his body steady while flying around on a wire. Then you've got 2 days of activity and skill work. Kayaking, fencing, that's for endurance and coordination. 1 day of HIIT, high-intensity stuff like sprints to keep his metabolism roaring. And then, and this is key, 2 days for active recovery. This isn't about destroying your body and taking a week off. It's a system built for the long haul, to avoid burnout. Okay, so we've looked at the food and the fitness, but how do you put it all together? Well, it basically boils down to 4 simple rules. Think of this as his operating system. This is the big takeaway.
All right, let's run through them. Rule number 1, graze. Don't gorge. Small, nutrient-packed meals all day for steady energy. Simple. Rule 2, train for function, not size. We just talked about this. It's all about real-world strength and agility. Rule 3, cook low, live low sugar. You preserve nutrients in your food and keep your mind and reflexes sharp. And finally, rule number 4, which is maybe the most important of all, consistency beats brutality. It's better to do a focused 45-minute session 5 days a week than to absolutely destroy yourself once and then need days to recover. So that leaves us with this final question. We've laid out the whole system, the food, the training, the rules. It's a clear blueprint. But when you really look at it, you have to wonder, is the real secret in the method itself, or is it in the unbelievable, almost inhuman discipline it takes to follow it, every single day for decades?